Hi.
Hi, Elizabeth. Thank you for your invitation. We're thrilled today to have the opportunity to present Museum Week and what we've been doing with Museum Week in terms of NFTs and an exhibition. But to start with, maybe Benjamin, you could tell us a little bit more about Museum Week.
Yeah. Hi, everybody. Hi, Matthieu. Hi, Elizabeth. And glad to meet you for this World Art Day. My name is Benjamin. I'm the founder and the head of Museum Week. So what is Museum Week? You might think that it's the International Week of Museum, and you probably are right to think that, but it's not only that. It's a community also, a community of people working in museums who are fond of culture and tech. And most of them, their reason to be in a museum is to engage with the audiences online. So Museum Week was born with the rise of Web 2, with a very simple concept, which is 7 days, 7 themes, 7 hashtags. So on Monday, we will speak about the theme of dreams, for instance, and all the cultural organization will speak about dream and share content. So you have an organic curation coming from all the world. We have something like 6,000 cultural organization, and we measured with a social listing company that they engage with 60,000 people online, which is very massive. So it's a community that lives all year long, online massively during Museum Week, the event, and also with through a physical event. You have some images here under your eyes. You have in China, maybe on the next slide, Matthieu. I don't know if you have the hand on the yeah. Oh no, it's so sorry. You can go back to the slide before. So we have events, in Africa, in China, in Europe, etc. In Australia, we had a lot of things too. So it's a community of people who took the wave of Web 2 and took it to serve the purposes of a museum. Okay. And you have here, members of the community that are actively participating every year. So the moment where we are now is that we want to accompany them towards Web3, not as a technology per se, but as a technology to engage audiences, to bring new audiences, to develop new services, to organize offline and online events, and that's what we. To convince them that we are ready to go Web3, we organized an exhibition in November 2022, which is called Reconciliation with the Living, which was made with Polkadot and other partners. It was an international curation of artists engaged on the topic of environment. So we made a curation and we made an exhibition at UNESCO in Paris in front of all the nations, I would say. That's our first steps on Web3. This exhibition is going to be open in Florence in 2 weeks now. And Matthieu, maybe you want to say some words about the Power Apps and all the things that we developed, especially regarding Web3 and with the Moonbeam community.
Yeah, I'll share a few details regarding this exhibition. So it consisted in an exhibition on site at UNESCO headquarters, also an exhibition online featuring artists who minted some NFTs on Moonbeam. Here you can see the apps that we created for the event. It was a huge success. We had about 11,000 people, visitors, going through the exhibition. And the idea was also to educate cultural institutions about NFTs as a form of art, but also as a medium to, for instance, offset the carbon footprint. So this exhibition was also an opportunity for us to educate both the mainstream audience and a cultural organization about to what extent they could leverage NFTs. So the way we operated was to create an educational corner to enable visitors to learn more about NFTs. And we also organized a panel involving experts discussing the relationships between artists and NFTs, but also to what extent NFTs could embed carbon credits, for instance. In terms of results, it was pretty outstanding, to that extent that beside the visitors on sites, we had a lot of online activities, lots of NFTs minted, and also we had an urban exhibition displayed across more than 1,300 screens across France. Here you can see the video that we did of the panel. You can access it on the MuseumWeek account on YouTube, and you're very welcome to comment on this video and share your feedback on it. We felt it would be a great opportunity also to share some example of the artwork that we featured in the exhibition. To begin with, we were very glad to feature the artwork of the Fourth Block, which is a global artist collective that creates posters based on specific themes. For instance, it's Chernobyl. It's posters who actively fight war in Ukraine, and in this case, they created some posters on the biophilia theme, and as you can see, it's a compelling artwork. We also had the chance to have the artwork of Nida Costa, who is a glitch art artist. Maybe we will share the link with you, and maybe Jimena, you can share the links directly that points to the NFTs that have been minted on Moonbeam by this artist. And here you have the artwork by Di Couto, who is a Brazilian artist, very much involved in environmental causes. And here she produced a series dedicated also to women. As Benjamin was saying, our goal today is to have this exhibition travel across the world. So next step for us is to have the reconciliation with the living exhibition featured in Florence very soon, in about 2 weeks. Next date will be Lisbon in June. We are very excited about featuring this exhibition at the Non-Fungible Conference that you may already know. Quite famous place and famous event, quite fun to attend. And next step for us is probably hosting the exhibition in Germany and Dubai early in autumn. And finally, we have a key date for us, which is a UNESCO General Conference that takes place at UNESCO headquarters, and that will be dedicated this year to biodiversity. So obviously, it makes lots of sense to have our exhibition in such an event. And we plan to actually enrich the list of artwork and artists and raise money for environmental causes. Besides this exhibition, our mission, as Benjamin said, is to actually onboard cultural organization on Web3. And how exactly do we plan to do that? So not only through exhibitions, but as a matter of fact, also through tools that will enable cultural organization to leverage all the NFTs functionalities. So create digital collectibles, create digital souvenirs, but also leverage all the utilities attached to those NFTs so they can engage their communities on the long term. We also see Web3 as an opportunity for those museums to have some kind of decentralized approach and enable their communities to create content, create artwork based on the theme and the collections that those organizations and museums wants to feature. Well, we very much believe there's lots of stuff to build, lots of new experiences to invent. We're very excited about this. And we very look forward to work with you guys if you have some ideas and are willing to build some new experiences with us. Please reach out to us. And that's it. Thanks a lot. You will find our contact here. If you have any feedback, if you want to learn more about the artists that we've told you about, we have some links that I will post in the comments. And again, if you're a developer, reach out to us anytime you want to build excited things. Thanks a lot.